We are back. Hello. We are on Proctor Valley Road and just out of Jamul, and this is where the asphalt turns to gravel. And I don't know if you can make out the sign, but it says Proctor Valley Natural Resource Area. It's hard to really read because it's all overgrown. But yeah, we're going to just see what's going on out here. I think it's a short road as far as I know. I only think 6.5 miles maybe. This is the gravel road. I got a bunch of new dirt roads to check out, so I think tomorrow we might head up to Ramona. There's a lot up in Ramona. It's just I'm having a later start today, and this is very close to my house. Like right where I am now is like 14 miles from my garage, so this is not really anything too technical. You know, most cars are on here, so it's nothing super gnarly. It's not a four-wheel drive only road by the looks of it. It's a rough road, but I mean, you know, everybody that I have seen so far is just in a normal car. But for those who like to just get off the asphalt, that's what we're checking out. Alternate dirt roads, fire roads, in and around San Diego. Things haven't gotten super brown yet, but in another couple weeks most of this will all be brown. Now you see those cell towers up there? I'm sure there is a service road for that. I don't know if that is available. There was a little gate there, and all these signs, of course, are saying off-road activity prohibited. You know, California is very over-regulated. I see a lot of trails over there that look like single-track kind of trails. And you know, I'm not a big motocross person, so that doesn't really super entice me, because you know I'm old and I'm handicapped, so I don't go after all of the super gnarly shit that's out there. My mission, as you probably already know, is to come back in one piece, not have to be towed or come back in an ambulance. So this road looks smooth, but it's very choppy. I finally got my city navigator loaded onto my Garmin Montana, and I'm just not real familiar using that unit. That's why I'm still using Google Maps on this road. And I haven't put put the ram mount on my bike that fits the Garmin. I guess I'm just not sure about that unit. I don't want to switch mounts if I'm not going to, you know, use it all the time. So I got to give it a chance, I know, but I'm just not a big fan of GPS units. They drive me crazy. I wish that I could use Google Maps for more stuff, but you just don't have signal a lot of time out here, and then the shit is useless. But I really need to find someone that has a Garmin, is real familiar with it, and then it's like, just show me, what do you do, you know? Because I'm not the kind of person who likes to look through a manual, and you don't even get a manual with this. You have to download everything and watch videos, and it's just, I'm just like, show me what button to push, make the damn thing work, you know? That's one advantage of riding with a few people. If you have somebody that is Proctor Valley Restoration Project, all these other little side things, but they all have locked gates. You know, if you go riding with a couple people, there's usually somebody that's like pretty proficient on their GPS. And I've always just like, yeah, I'll follow you. You know what I mean? I don't really care about, but you know, when you ride by yourself, you got to be your own navigator. So you know, it's something you got to figure out. And I always like to start a waypoint, or you know, so that you, if you're out exploring, you can find your way like back. If you're camping, you can find your way back, you know. So that's the kind of stuff that I need to teach myself, but it would just be easier to have somebody that just says, well, this is what you do, you know, and then I can go from there. But you know, if you don't use it all the time, then you forget. Sandy in here. I'm not a huge fan of sand riding. I got indoctrinated in sand on a real heavy bike. I used to have a KLR, freaking John Deere on 2 wheels. Such a... Let me see. I want to see what this is. Nah, I've got no trespassing. They don't want you to go in there. That was real deep sand. Yeah, so, you know, if you're on a heavy bike, it's a pain in the ass picking that son of a bitch up. I didn't keep the KLR very long because I didn't like it. I don't really understand why it has such a heavy-duty cult following, but because it's not really great on the road, not really great off-road, but I don't know. I don't really want to get into talking about KLRs. I don't exactly know where this comes out because I didn't look. I know it turns back to asphalt at some point. Now, why are all these cars parked here? There must be a hiking trail or something. I see people walking out there. It must be hiking trails. Bird watchers. There's a lake up here, so I don't know, maybe it's what is this little area here say? It just says Proctor Valley Natural Resource Area. It's the same kind of sign that said over where the other place was, but you're not allowed to take a motorbike in there. Like there's hiking trails. Maybe you're allowed to mountain bike, but they would love to throw the book at you on the dirt bike there, and it's just not worth the hassle. My kind of luck, I would have the one only ranger out there. Bring the SWAT team in just to arrest you, you know? So like, give me a break. I mean, I get it. Certain places, if they allow off-road vehicles, they can tear up the trail, you know, because a lot of people, well, most people don't ride like me. I ride pretty conservative. I never tear up a trail. I'm not flicking up shit. But some people are real aggressive on the trail, and they ride it like they're on the motocross circuit. So yeah, they can really chew up a trail. So I understand why they say, you know, no off-road vehicles. See, now we're back to I think that was it. It was a short-lived little road here. I want to check. I brought my Garmin with me. It's in my Givy box. Now my bike doesn't want to go into neutral. There we go. It's very finicky sometimes. It's very, very finicky. Let's see. I might go back there and just take a little hike to that lake and see what's around there. So that was not really that long of a You can see right there, people go right up there on a dirt bike. That would be a little... There's nothing up there. I don't know why they would want to go up there. So there's not really much excitement on this road, but you know, we checked it out. It's close by. Area closed to vehicles. The lake is small by the looks of it. I was going to take a little hike out there, but I don't feel like carrying my helmet. Oh, people are on mountain bikes. Well, that's cool. I might at some point come back here to check it out. It looks like it's a nice little hike back there. And like I said before, any car can come on this road. There's nothing too crazy about this road. I just wish that it was a little bit longer and went somewhere, or you know, but it's okay. You find places like this, you found that little hiking place, I will come back, not on my bike, I'll come back in my truck and you know, bring a canteen or something and check that out. But I don't want to, I hate to carry a freaking helmet. And I have too much crap. I have too much crap in my Givy box. I have air pumps in there. I have a tool roll. All kinds of shit. You know, I like to be prepared. You know, I know a lot of people see restricted area, blah, blah, blah. Wow. That was deep sand there. Felt the whole ass end of the bike want to just wash right out. It's like, no, I don't want to pick up this bike today. And this gravel is almost like the stuff on the Otay Mountain Truck Trail. It's like really slippery. I don't know how to describe it, but it just makes your whole bike get a little squirrely. Now I know most people would be going burp, 60 miles an hour with a dust thing behind them, but hey, that's not me. Yeah, I was looking, I forget the name of this site that I found, Gravel Roads or Gravel something. It's not super user friendly, and it's hard to navigate on it. Like when you hit the back button, it takes you out of the whole it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's just I don't understand how to really use it, or whether it's just a poorly designed site. It's probably a combination of both of those things. But you can type in like a city, and then it'll bring up all of the known dirt roads in that particular city. Or you can type in a road and it'll bring up the road. So I heard about this from some other site, Proctor Valley Rd, and then that came up. But I found much longer trails, and we'll do a longer one. I think I'm going to go out tomorrow to leave early in the morning, because if I go to Ramona, that's almost like going to Julian. It's a hike. But I know it's much longer than this. And then some of those roads have like a lot of other tributaries off of it, so you can find another one. And I would just like to get the typo map so that I can look at, oh, now I have to eat somebody's dust. Lovely. Yeah, see, we're just putting along here at 30 miles an hour. Nothing heavy duty. You could actually bring a street bike on this road. Well, I wouldn't bring a big heavy cruiser, but I mean a touring bike. You could even bring a sport bike on this road. It would be able to handle it okay. When I lived in Asia, I used to, we'd go on roads that were like this or worse, with ninjas. I had friends with like 250, 300cc ninjas. I'm not a huge sport bike fan because I don't like to have to like be crouched down. I've always liked bikes that you can sit up. Because I have a bad back. So if I have to take like over an hour trip on a sport bike, I'm not a happy guy. Kills my back. The bikes can be fun. I mean, it's nice to have performance, but I've had decent performance when I had my Bandit, which is really classified as a touring bike. but you know, it would rock and roll. But I mean, I don't really drive crazy even on the street, you know. I don't have to go 200 miles an hour on a bike in order to feel. But you know, everybody likes something different. Some people love the race. This is not far from Otay Mountain area. I don't really feel like going on that trail today. But that trail you do see bikes. You do see more bike traffic on the truck trail. But, you know, this is, if you've never done any off-roading at all, I guess this, you know, you can get your feet wet a little bit. And get into some dirt road action. Turn back into gravel, rough gravel. There are looks of other little single track, but everything says, you know, no trespassing. In other words, stay the hell off my land. I guess if I owned the land, I would probably not be happy to hear bikes ripping it up. Yeah, they have other gates here, but they're all locked. You'll see where this comes out. This will come out in Jamul, and we'll wind up the video there. This is like a movie set for the Old West. You know, you look out there, you can really imagine like the wagon trains, you know? Distance you can see the Flintstone country, all the rock mountains. restrictions in suburbia. I can't deal with all that suburbia. You can't do this, you can't do that. Homeowners say you have to do this. It's just, I can't live that way. That's why I like to live, really like to live off grid. Like to have a road where either a dirt bike or four-wheel drive only to get there. You know, it forces you to be a prepper. I mean, you have to have your provisions in, but that's really a smart way to live anyway. All these people that don't have any food in their cupboard, I don't get that mentality. Got food, shelter, water, clothing. You know, that's what you need. That's what you need to be able to withstand anything. Okay, now we're back out. That road up ahead with the traffic light is 94. If you go to the right, that's Otay Mountain. You go to the left, that's San Miguel. Okay, we're going to wind up this video here. So this was not really earth-shattering, not a big find as far as dirt roads go, but if you only have time for a little exploration, and if you do like to go hiking, you saw that one area there by the lake that looks like it's a pretty cool place to hike. So okay, over and out. Hasta la vista.